Anna Dufek. Anna, how are you?
I'm great.
Thank you so much for giving us some time tonight and being willing to share some of your songs. Um, can you tell us a little bit about the first song that you're going to play for us tonight?
So I'm actually going to play an Easter song, and I've never played it on Red's Room before, but I wrote it last year around Easter. So
Fine.
yeah, it's called World Waking Up.
Okay, well let's crank it out. Here is Anna Dufek right here on Red's Room.
All right. A single bird sings, signaling the end of the night. The chorus swelling, welcoming the warmth and the light. New mercies with the rising sun. Can you hear the world is waking up? While we slept, he was preparing it for us. So can you hear the world waking up? Can you hear the world waking up? That Sunday morning, women came to weep at the tomb. But it was empty, sorrow turned to joy at the news. New mercies with the rising sun. Can you hear the world is waking up? While we slept, he was preparing it for us. So can you hear the world waking up? Can you hear the world waking up? The night is passing, endless light awaits when we wake. To no more suffering, all our tears and pain washed away. New mercies with the rising sun. Can you hear the world is waking up? While we slept, he was preparing it for us. So can you hear the world waking up? Can you hear the world waking up? Can you hear the world waking up?
Very cool. Very, very cool. Can you hear the world waking up? Is that the name of the song?
Yeah, world waking up. I mean,
World
try
waking
not to
up.
make my titles super long because I have a few like that, but
Yeah, no, that's a great song.
thank
Yeah,
you.
really cool words. Um, yeah, I really like it. So
Thank you.
tell us a little bit. I was reading in your bio, it says um, you hope to invite others to experience um, his healing presence as well as to create that safe space for people to call for help, pour out in pain, and know his love.
Hmm.
So, um, while the world is waking up, um, can you tell us a little bit more about like how you got started in your journey of music and how you kind of got to this point?
So I grew up singing in church, and my mom sings. So that was always something for me that in the past I used it to get attention, and it was about me. But as I started playing guitar and writing songs, at some point I just discovered that this songwriting process was a safe space to be with the Lord, and that I could actually bring all of my emotions to Him. And as I read through the Psalms, and the Psalms have been a favorite book of the Bible for me for a lot of my life, what I see in the Psalms is that the psalmists are really brutally honest with the Lord about their emotions. And
Mm,
so I think that for me was one of those turning points where I realized, wow, like I can have this kind of honesty with the Lord. and that he's not going anywhere. And so I wrote a song called Cry Aloud early in that songwriting journey of pouring out things to the Lord that's based on Psalm 77. And I feel like that was a point for me where I realized, like, wow, this is an invitation from the Lord to be fully myself in his presence with all that I have and all that I've experienced. And the songs I'm playing tonight are actually a lot more hopeful than some of those songs that I've played in the past. And I think that for me in my journey of healing, that I have often felt really discouraged, like it was taking forever. And I think it's because sometimes I get tempted to see that destination of someday I won't be hindered by the stuff that's happened to me in the past. And God is saying, no, like actually, what I want is dependence. I want you to come to me with your need and your brokenness and to keep coming back to me. And maybe it's not even about healing as much as it's about receiving from the Lord and being in his presence. And
Mm.
so this song is called Sing Over Me. And
Oh,
it's
great.
based on a verse that I consider one of my life verses, Zephaniah 3:17. And it says, "The Lord your God is with you. He's mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He'll rejoice over you with singing." I see you nodding your head, Vanessa. That's something
Such a
that,
great verse. And like, yeah, we had a couple of others as well, kind of going, yeah, yeah, that's a great verse. Yeah,
yeah,
I think Zephaniah 3:17 is a favorite of many. So really looking forward to hearing this next song.
yeah, thanks. And one more thing I want to share that for me was really encouraging to my heart is that the word in Hebrew for presence of God is actually not presence, it's actually before his face. And so when we think about the presence of God, it's not something that we go and seek out like it's over there and we have to, like, hey God, like pay attention to me now, like I'm ready. He's always ready for us, and he's always turned toward us. And
Mm.
so that's something I'm realizing too, that not only is he actively singing over me, but he's constantly inviting me to that kind of honest relationship. So go
That's
ahead and play the
beautiful.
song.
Yeah, cool. Thank you
Oh,
so
great.
much.
Yeah. There's a place in my soul where you and I meet. When I feel alone, you are my retreat. Big chair by the fire, you wait with a smile, so full of delight. You call me your child. You hold me close to your chest, and in your arms I find rest. As you sing over me with the voice that calms the seas, call me into peace. As you sing over me, sing over me. Untangle my cares until they dissolve. The shame that I bear, the doubts unresolved, the tears in my eyes, and all of my grief, and all of the lies that I have believed. I know that healing takes time. It might take all of my life. As you sing over me with a voice that calms the seas, call me into peace. As you sing over me, sing over me. I'm held in your loving gaze. Remind me when my heart strays that you sing over me with a voice that calms the seas. Call me into peace as you sing over me. Sing over me. Sing over me.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's great, Anna. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for sharing that song and also for the reminder of Zephaniah 3:17.
thank you.
It is beautiful with that image like of the Father just singing over us and loving
Hmm.
us. And the cool thing you said about was it the lovely gaze? Um, you were saying about the lovely gaze there in the bridge.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
held in your loving gaze.
Loving gaze, there we go, held in your loving gaze. And the really cool thing is that that never changes. Sometimes we get caught up in what's happening for us, but that loving
Hmm.
gaze um, never changes. And so thank you for that reminder tonight. That was very cool.
Thank
Very,
you.
very cool. We've got a couple of people putting up comments. um, we've got Liz who said she really liked that first song. Nice song. And she's also asking, do you tune into a different tuning other than the open E?
So,
I guess that's on
actually,
guitar.
yeah. So it's actually interesting because a friend that I'm playing with next week at a church talent show said that the last song I'm going to do, he's like, I think if you tune down a half step, it would actually sit in your voice better. And he was right about it. And so since then I've had my guitar tuned down a half step for the past like few weeks. It's been kind of interesting because as a soprano, I tend to be like, I'm going to sing high, but like there's something about vocally not taxing your voice too much either. And so it's been interesting.
Sure.
So this was actually open E. Like I capoed it so it's back to normal, but it's normally I'm
Okay.
tuned down a half step for this next song. I'll be tuned down a half step. And then for the last song, I'll actually be using a cut capo and I'll have it on the A formation. So anyway, cut capos are fun if you're looking for some extra little thing to add some variation. Some of the really open chords sound super cool that way with the cut capo too. So
So
anyway,
for us non-guitarists, what is a cup capo?
so it's a capo that goes on. This one at least goes on just three strings. So it's just
Oh,
like a
okay.
little half capo basically, because you have six
Oh,
strings on
very
the
cool.
guitar. So then you can put it on like some of my songs. I put it on a sustained E chord, and then I play around with it, and then you can just play like one or two fingers, and it gives it like a really open sound. And then the one I'm going to
Wow.
play is on an open A, so then I can play some more really open sounding chords too. So kind of fun, just
Wow.
trying some new things. I've been
Yeah,
playing guitar for a while, and it's easy as a guitarist for things to kind of stagnate if I'm not intentionally innovating. And so, yeah,
sure. Yeah,
yeah,
it's always fun as like a songwriter to kind of or like guitar player, piano player to kind
mm-hmm.
of try things a different way. So
Yeah,
I'm glad you're having fun doing the experimenting. That's great.
totally. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been good. All
So
right.
you've got
Well,
another one?
yeah. So this song is called "Vein of Gold," and it's inspired by this Japanese tradition called kintsugi, that is where an object is repaired with gold. And so the cracks in the object become a place of beauty and a place that brings value and strength to the object where it was broken before. And
Sweet.
I'm a lover of a good metaphor, so like I have a song of mine called "There's a Crown" you can check out. That's also very metaphorical about healing. But so this song is just about that, about the fact that I in the past have felt shame over the brokenness in my life, and God is inviting me to bring it to Him and let Him fill it and put me back together. And so my other life verse, I feel like I have two of them, is 2 Corinthians 12:9, and it's where Jesus answered Paul, "My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness." And so I feel like those two, that idea and that verse are kind of tied together. And so this is where the song comes from. So it's called Vein
Brilliant.
of Gold.
Vein of Gold here on Red's Room by Anna Dufek.
All right. Fear of failure is off the table, replaced by the feast that you've prepared. Grace is greater in broken places, every crack the finest gold repaired. 'Cause from your veins the blood that flowed makes each crack a vein of gold. And you restore my soul, every crack a vein of gold. word, my heart was shattered. I cried out for comfort and embrace. I felt rejected, my soul neglected. Your love came and filled each empty space. 'Cause from your veins the blood that flowed makes each crack a vein of gold. And you restore my soul, every crack a vein of gold. My value fixed by you, a ruin that's renewed. And now my worth is redefined. My value fixed by you, a ruin that's renewed. As you pour out your great delight. 'Cause from your veins the blood that flowed makes each crack a vein of gold. And you restore my soul, every crack a vein of gold, a vein of gold.
Beautiful. I am loving just listening to your songs and kind of the message that's coming through what you're sharing tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
did try earlier tonight to find you on like Apple Music, but I wasn't able to find you. It might just be my lovely IT skills, but are there places where people can find your music?
Yeah, so I am hopefully later this year or whenever the Lord has that for me, hoping to record an album because I have like 3 albums worth of songs and they're not anywhere. I have some stuff on like Reverb Nation from like a while ago, but most of what I do right now is I post on YouTube. So I've got like 60 songs on there. Some of them are terrible. I just kind of post everything I write.
Cool.
so, um, but you know, you kind of just I've started re-recording some of them with a little better audio as well. So there's a higher quality audio playlist you can check out, or you can just see kind of what I've posted most recently because "Sing Over Me" is on there, and and then I'm hoping to post if we get a good video. I'm playing this next song. I'm actually going to play at a talent show at church with another musician, so that might be coming up on my YouTube channel too, and trying to think what else I was going to say. And then that song "Vein of Gold." This is the debut of that song. I haven't played it anywhere before, so you guys actually this will be the first place it's on YouTube. So that's what I've been
Very
doing right now.
cool.
And you know, I'm walking through some healing physically from allergies that have made it really hard to sing. So that's been a process where I wanted to record in March, and it's March, and that's not happening. So I'm just submitting to the Lord, and that's kind of what the song is about. Is it's called "Strong Enough to Fly." And it's about the fact that when a butterfly is coming out of its cocoon, it it's beating its wings furiously against the sides of the cocoon trying to get out. And if you were to look at that butterfly and see that cocoon shaking and think, "Oh, I'm going to help that butterfly out," and you split it open for the butterfly, what would emerge would not be strong enough to fly. And so this song I chose not just because I was going to be playing it, but because I need this song right now as a reminder that there's hope and that God knows what he's doing in this process. Because like I said, I wanted to record long before this, and I've had a lot of false starts and just years and years of writing, and I just have never recorded anything high quality, really. At least nothing for like 20 years or 15 years. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and play the song. So this is one with the capo on A, in case you're curious about the cut capo. But
Oh,
and it's
this is
tuned
the
down a
cut
half step.
cable.
So yeah, cut capo and it's tuned down a half step. So kind of double fun.
Ooh,
All right,
yeah,
go
right.
for it. Wrapped in a cocoon, flower about to bloom, hidden away, rise from the grave, give up the fight until you're strong enough to fly. Strong enough to fly. Breaking like the dawn. Now the old is gone. You have been changed. Freedom awaits. Come out into the light. Strong enough to fly. Fly. Try with all your might. Don't give up the fight until you're strong enough to fly. Strong enough to fly. 'Cause the struggle makes you stronger. So hold on a little longer. Yeah, the struggle makes you stronger. So hold on a little longer. And you'll come out into the light. Strong enough to fly. Fly. Try with all your might. Don't give up the fight until you're strong enough to fly. Strong enough to fly. Fly.
Anna Dufek right here on Red's Room with her
Thank
song
you.
Strong Enough to Fly. Thank you, Anna, again for your
Yeah.
time tonight.
Thanks
And
so
just
much
as a
for
bit of
hosting.
oh, look, you're welcome anytime. Just let Red know, and I'll be here.
2 thumbs up if that's a good thing in Australia.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. Some countries thumbs up aren't good.
No, it's I always love being able to be here, and I probably would not have met you had it not been for this platform, and just to be able to listen to your songs, the cut capo and the down tuning was a perfect fit. Like I
Thank
don't,
you.
as I said, I don't know a lot about guitar, but it was just beautifully played.
Thanks so
Liz again
much.
has commented that the song's adorable, and she's also got a song called Cocoon of Love.
Cool.
A slightly different twist, but
Mhm.
yeah, she said awesome. And we've had some comments too on Facebook just about how beautiful your lyrics are, and people just really loving and enjoying your songs. So
Thanks so much.
thank you for your time. I know you've got a few crew in the room with you there, so big shout out to everybody in the room there hanging out with Anna.
Shout out to you
Thank
guys.
you. Yeah. Um,
Yay.
but yeah, thank you for joining us. And one last plug, YouTube. If you have enjoyed listening to Anna's music, check her out on YouTube. Anna, do you want to just tell us what your YouTube link is, just so people can go there if they want to see some more?
Yeah. So it's just my name, Anna Dufek. I made up an acrostic in my 20s. Do ukuleles frighten enough kittens? So there's my last name so you remember it. ANNA. Anyway. Um, so that's how you find me. Just look up my name. There's an Anna Dufek music page, but I don't use that one as much. I just posted my personal one. So I've got a whole bunch of random stuff on there. I'm a photographer too, so I've got some little like instructional things on photography on there. I got one about how to teach yourself guitar, how to teach yourself ukulele if you play guitar, like all sorts of good stuff, and all my Spanish stuff on there. So,
Oh,
oh
fun.
yeah, and
Yeah.
my husband whispered, we do some discussions about favorite movies every year because my husband loves films. So,
Oh,
all sorts of fun
cool.
stuff on there. Yeah,
So a bit of everything, hey?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
I just kind of am like, here I am, and you can follow me on Instagram at Anna Dufek as well, and I post photography on there and music. So,
Perfect. Well, thank you again for joining
thank
us.
you.
Hope you'll be able to stick around and hang out with us a little bit longer. But yeah,